My girlfriend said, "I need space. Let's just be friends." I replied, "Sure." Then I removed her name. When Emily came into my life, I wasn't looking for love. I'd just gotten out of a long relationship that had left me feeling like a half-finished story. Then she showed up with that easy laugh, that messy bun that somehow always looked perfect, and a way of listening that made you feel like the only person in the room. We met at a friend's birthday dinner. She spilled her drink on me, twice. We both laughed, and by the end of the night, she said, "Guess I owe you a coffee." That coffee turned into dinner. Dinner turned into a weekend. A weekend turned into 2 years of us. It was that simple. Or so I thought. Love doesn't die in an explosion. It fades quietly, like music turned down one notch at a time until you realize the room is silent. First, she stopped calling goodnight. Then she started canceling plans. Her texts went from paragraphs to single words. I noticed the distance. We always do, don't we?
But we pretend not to.
Because admitting it means facing the truth that maybe love isn't enough anymore. I tried to fix it. I asked what was wrong. She said, "Nothing. I just need some space." I wanted to believe her. But space is rarely about breathing room. It's about creating distance so someone else can fill it. It was a Sunday afternoon, the kind of day where even the sunlight feels tired. She came over, looking nervous. We sat on the couch where we'd watched 100 movies, where I'd once thought we'd grow old together. Then she said it. "I think we should take a break. Maybe just be friends for now." My chest went tight, but I didn't let it show. I just smiled. "Sure," I said. She looked confused. Like she expected a fight. Like she wanted me to beg. But I didn't. I just said, "If space is what you need, take it. I won't chase you." She nodded slowly. "They're taking this well." I said, "You taught me how to listen. I guess I'm just doing that." She hugged me, whispered, "You're amazing," and walked out. The first week after she left felt like drowning with my eyes open. I'd reach for my phone, half expecting a message that never came. I deleted our chat, reopened it, deleted it again. I checked her social media like it was the evening news. And every new post felt like another nail in the coffin of what we were. But pain has a strange timeline. At first, it consumes you. Then, slowly, you begin to see what's left after the fire. One night, I sat on the floor of my apartment, scrolling through old photos. There we were, smiling, laughing, pretending forever was real. And then I saw it. Her name. Everywhere. In my phone. My playlists. My saved notes. So, I did something I didn't think I was ready for. I opened my contacts, scrolled to Emily Redheart, and hit edit. Backspaced each letter until there was nothing left. Just empty. Then I hit save. The days that followed were quiet, but peaceful, in a way they hadn't been in months. Without her messages, I had time to think. Without her plans, I had time to breathe. I started running again. Joined a boxing gym. Reconnected with old friends I'd lost along the way. I picked up my guitar, the one I'd abandoned when she said it was too loud. The strings felt stiff, but familiar. Every note was a reminder that I still existed outside of her. It always happens. Just when you start healing, they come back. 3 weeks later, I got a text.
"Hey, can we talk?"
I stared at the screen for a long time. The old me would have answered in seconds. The new me let it sit. An hour later, another text. "I miss you." This time I smiled, not from joy, but from understanding. People always miss the peace you gave them after they destroy it. I replied, "Hope you're doing okay." "I'm good, thanks." That was all. No anger. No begging. Just calm. She didn't reply. Heartbreak can be a strange kind of fuel. You either burn from it or build with it. I built. I got a promotion at work. Started dressing better. Started living better. Friends noticed. Strangers noticed. Even Emily noticed through mutual friends who suddenly started texting me again. One of them said, "She saw your photo from the company event. She said you look different." I laughed. I guess I am. Because when you remove someone's name from your life, you make room for your own. A month later, I ran into her at a bookstore. She froze when she saw me. I smiled, genuinely. She asked how I'd been. I said, "Great, actually." "You?" She hesitated. "Just figuring things out." I could see it in her eyes, the regret, the what-ifs. She asked if I wanted to grab coffee sometime. I said, "Maybe another time. I've got plans." And I meant it, because for the first time in a long while, my plans didn't revolve around her. People talk about revenge, but they rarely understand what real revenge looks like. It's not anger. It's not making them jealous. It's peace. It's being so happy, so full, that their absence feels like a footnote instead of a scar. A few weeks later, she texted again. "I miss what we had." And I replied, "I miss who I was when I thought we had it." Then I muted the chat. Not deleted, just quiet. Because silence can say more than any words ever could. Sometimes love doesn't end with shouting. It ends with a whisper. With a sure. With a contact name deleted in the middle of the night. And in that silence, you learn something no heartbreak can take from you. You're still whole. She said, "I need space." I gave it to her, all of it. So much space, she can't find her way back. And when she said, "Let's just be friends," I smiled and replied, "Sure." Then I removed her name.